Hello everyone, Louisa Jewell here. I hope you are all staying healthy and safe during this terrible crisis that our world is experiencing right now. I'm sending you all of my positive energy. Today I want to talk to you about how do you protect your health and your happiness as we go through this coronavirus crisis together. So before I start in on some of the tools, I'm going to share 4 tools, resilience building tools, well-being tools that are going to help you get through this crisis. And I'm not going to share my more usual tools, stuff that you'll find everywhere. I want to get deeper on some of these to show you some of the things that I have done. What I did in the past is I created a video blog series, and it was called How I Stayed Healthy and Happy During the Worst Time of My Life. I was going through a divorce, and it was just a devastatingly sad time for me. And so I documented some of the things I did to actually be resilient, to actually flourish despite everything that was happening to me at that time. And a lot of people listened in and shared, and it was one of my most popular series. So I want to do more of that here now. What are some of the things that I am doing? What are some of the things you can do and that you can share with your children to keep you healthy and happy and protect your health and happiness during this time? Because this is a difficult, challenging time. I know a lot of people who are finding it very, very hard to self-isolate. And it goes against our well-being, actually, to self-isolate. So let's get started on that. Before I start with the 4 tips I want to give you today, I want to say thank you to those of you who responded to my survey. And there were wonderful things that came out of that, so thank you very much. And I also wanted to say that there were 2 winners of the Amazon gift card, Cindy Stradling and Ron Fountain, and I'm going to be emailing you to let you know and give you information on how you can receive your prize. Okay, so what is one of the first things that I have done to actually build my strength and build my fuel on how to actually get through this coronavirus crisis? I started a new morning ritual. I was never one big on morning rituals, but they are really important to boost your energy as you go into your day. And I felt that I needed a boost to go into my day. So I turned to Tim Ferriss. I've been listening to his podcast. I love, 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 love Tim Ferriss. I'll put links to his podcast below. And one of the things he talks about is his morning ritual. So I thought, I'm going to try his. I looked at his morning ritual. Again, I'll put links to his morning ritual below, but I modified it a little bit for me. So what I do is I wake up at a certain time every morning. I'm waking up earlier because I'm actually going to bed earlier, so I'm getting some good sleep. And then I get up, I make my bed. There's something about accomplishing something right away. So I always make my bed as soon as I get out of bed. Then I brush my teeth. I clear out all of the toxins that are in my mouth before I go downstairs to feed the dog. I savor my dog every morning as well. I spend a few minutes to get in those positive emotions. And I then drink lemon water. I take my vitamins, and I then meditate for 10 to 20 minutes. I use an uplifting guided meditation. I can share some links for meditating below as well. And then I like to do morning pages. And morning pages was introduced by the author of The Artist's Way. I will put a link into what those are. That it is a way to clear my mind. It's just 3 pages of streaming, mind streaming. You dump it on a page, you don't read it again. I'll give you more information about how it's done, but it's really helped me to kind of clear my mind of the clutter. I also do some gratitude journaling in the morning too, to say what I am absolutely grateful for. And then I like to exercise. Now, I'll be honest, I a couple weeks ago had surgery, and my surgeon has forbid me from exercising for until I have another 2 weeks to go. So I am dying because I am a daily exerciser and I can't stand it, but I also don't want to wreck my body because if I do that, it's going to be worse. So I am patiently waiting, but normally I would do my exercise in the morning. It makes me feel great. Once again, I feel like I've accomplished something and I go into my day with so much more energy. I'm just going to be starting now with some gentle yoga, and that hopefully will help me get into a new body. I like to be in my body. Okay, so that's number one. Think of a morning ritual that is going to really uplift you, give you much more energy going into your day. Now, the second technique I want to tell you about is called acceptance. Acceptance. Now, a lot of you might say, what? Acceptance? I can't accept this. This is terrible. When my husband left me, which I absolutely did not want him to leave me, I went immediately to acceptance. I thought, well, if this is what he needs to be happy, then who am I to stop him from doing that? My girlfriends were livid. They were so angry, and because they love me, of course, and they wanted to protect me, and they didn't like that anybody was doing anything to hurt me. But what acceptance does is it allows you to let go of the anger. It allows you to just say, this is my new life. I have to be self-isolating at this time. All of my speaking engagements have been canceled. A lot of what I've been wanting to do, I can't even go outside. I'd love to be outside. I find it difficult to get outside. Every week I'm out with my girlfriends. I can't do that anymore. So instead of getting angry about it and upset and sad, I just accept and say, this is my new life. That doesn't mean that I can't be proactive. I'm going to try to be very proactive throughout this and give as much information as I can. It allows me to let go of the anger, so that's out of my mind. And then I can say, so now what? Now what? Given that this is my new life, now what? And I find that because I'm shut in, this is an opportunity for me to create new programs, to create new talks, to do things that I've never been able to do, to go through my 12 boxes of photographs that I have in the basement. This is a time that I can connect with my daughter. We're both shut into the house. And how beautiful is that? So how can I use this time and be grateful for this opportunity to, do things that maybe I wasn't able to do when I was busier and life is, the way it normally is. So second tool is acceptance. All right. Third one is do not watch the news. Now, some of you are saying, well, that's completely irresponsible. And I don't mean be completely irresponsible. When you watch regular news, it is their job to sensationalize, to catastrophize, to turn this into the worst thing that's ever happened to the world. And to be honest, it is a horrible thing that is happening to the world. This is a pandemic, and this should be taken very seriously. I really am so happy that our Ontario government, our municipal government, and our federal government in Canada is taking extreme measures to crush this. Let's end this. Let's self-isolate and protect ourselves so that this can come to an end sooner rather than later. Other countries are exploding, and Canada has been able to contain, which is excellent, which is so good. So I say what I do, and I will share my trusted resources. I have 3 trusted resources that I go to take a look at what is happening in the world and also to understand what is happening in Canada on a daily basis. I monitor those every day. I understand how things are being tracked. I also subscribe only to trusted sources with regards to how to take care of my health and how to take care of my family. And I go to those sources to receive more and more information, and I will share some of those links that I go to. I also listen in to every press conference that's put out by the municipal mayor of Toronto, where I live, the Ontario government, and the Canadian government, listening into what we need to be doing as Canadians in my community to keep us all safe. So I also share if there's other information with my friends and family. So that is something that I don't watch the news to listen to all this sensationalism. That is just going to bring you down, people. That is just going to allow you to, it's like food for catastrophizing. Don't feed the catastrophizing. Instead, empower yourself with good, positive, reliable resources on how you can protect yourself and your family, and then do those things, engage in those things. What we need to do right now is self-isolate, and that is really important to crush this thing. So listen into those trusted sources and forget the rest, because it's just not going to help your well-being, and it's certainly not going to improve your resilience. And the fourth tool is to reach out to friends and family. Now, if someone was to ask me, what is the most important thing you can do to protect your well-being? I would say when you are going through a crisis, reach out to friends and family. Spend time with your best friends, with people you love. We can't do that. So now the number one resilience strategy we can't do because we're self-isolating. However, you can reach out via Zoom or Skype or some sort of video conferencing. Now, I know you can always call people on the phone. Don't just text people. Call people on the phone and talk to them. And even better, video with them. So last night we had a Google Hangout with my close girlfriends. It was great to see them. There is a difference when you actually look people in the eye. It does actually change our physiology. It actually creates a different kind of connection within our bodies. It actually increases the intensity of our positive emotions when we are interacting positively with someone and looking at them in the eye. So texting, calling, okay. Video, even better at this time. So reach out to family and friends, maybe people you've never reached out to, in a long time. I've been on the phone with my cousins in Italy to see how they're doing. It's terrible to see what they're doing. And the Italian government recently sent out a message with fighter jets, and they did a beautiful montage in the sky with the Italian flag to say, we are strong, we are going to get through this. Sorry, it crushes me to see what's happening all over the world, and I'm very worried about my family. I have, hundreds of cousins in Italy, so to see them say, we're going to be strong, we're going to get through this. And as Canadians and wherever you're listening all around the world, we will get through this. We will be stronger. We will learn from this. We will learn how to increase our capacity in our hospitals. We will learn how to deal with pandemics and be ready if this happens again. And a lot of people are saying not if this happens again, that it will happen again, but we will be stronger and more prepared next time. So that can be a good thing that comes out of it. But my fourth tool, reach out to family and friends on a daily basis. Make it something that you do on a daily basis. Now, I have many, many more strategies that I'm going to share with you. They will come. I'll do another 4 next week. But a couple of things that I am doing. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I'm starting well-being water coolers. So what are they? A lot of us are working from home. We are not interacting with people as much as we could. We're certainly not going out networking, which I love to meet new people and hear about what they're doing. So these well-being water coolers are going to be an opportunity for you. I'm going to come on and it's going to be a Zoom call where you can come in I'm going to share a well-being strategy, and then I'm going to allow you to talk to others, to get to know people, to do some online networking. They're going to be short, little 15, 20-minute calls just to get you out of your isolated space, meeting new people, discovering new ideas. So that's one thing that I'm going to do, and I'll give you an opportunity to sign up for those below. I'm also going to do another webinar next Tuesday at noon Eastern Standard Time. And what that's going to be about is it's going to be a webinar for parents. How do you keep your children healthy and happy during this time? How do you help them reduce catastrophizing, reduce anxiety and stress at this time? So stay tuned. Below you will get all of the details for that as well. As I create more and more online resources for you, I will be emailing you and sending those out. If you have any questions for me that you want me to address in some of my programs, please let me know what I can be doing for you. Is there a webinar you want me to do? I'm probably going to do another webinar on Ask the Expert so that you have an opportunity to ask me whatever questions you want. So keep your questions coming. Email me, louisa@louisajewel.com. Let me know any questions that you have, and I will be happy to send more and more resources out at this challenging time. So thank you for listening, everybody. Again, I'm praying for all of you that you stay healthy and that your family is healthy. And remember, we're going to get through this. We will get through this, and we will be stronger and wiser. All right, everyone, stay well.